Okay, so the neatest little item that I have here probably, put that over there. The neatest little item that I have here is this Stanley. It's actually Stanley cookware. All right, so I talked about the bouillon cubes and the top ramen. I carry a bag full of that, and then I also carry coffee in there, and these are like tea bags. And you can make yourself a cup of coffee and just dunk it in there until you get the strength you want in it. So the other thing is these come with 2 coffee nesting cups. Comes with 2 of these cups, but when I'm by myself, I take one out so I can put more stuff in it. It's got measurements right here on the side. You can't see it because I use this a lot, but it's got the measurements. I think it goes up to 20 ounces, and I think the whole thing is probably about 24 ounces, something like that. But anyway, so I take this with me, and I stuff this coffee down here in the bottom. Now you can also use regular bean coffee. I mean, I've done that too. And you take it out, and when you want some coffee, you put some beans in your handkerchief and take your hatchet, smash it up real fine, and throw it in there with some water. And then when it's ready, let me show you this. When it's ready, you have a strainer on the lid right there. You got a strainer, and then you've got a steam hole there. So yeah, and it works really well. I don't know how many meals I've eaten out of this. I've eaten oatmeal, all kinds of stuff. I sure have made a lot of coffee. So it's getting late and I'm tired, but we're going to keep going. All right. So that's what we have in there. I also have an extra antenna for my radio in case that one gets broke. I got a 550 cord. In here would go my my Camelback, and I have one. I just haven't put it in there yet, but that would be my water, which is probably a gallon and a half of water. I don't remember how much they are. Okay, so next compartment. Let's get into this one, so I can talk about more about this stuff. Okay, so here's the stove I was talking about. It's a backpacking stove, and it's super neat. It works flawlessly. Now these right here are the adapters for any kind of bottles. It'll take the skinny bottles, it'll take the short fat bottles, takes the green bottles. It's got an adapter for every one of them, and it works so well. So if it was raining outside and there was no dry wood, but you were inside and dry, you could hook this up, put it on a table. I've put it on a camping table inside my tent many times. You can adjust it. It's got a little igniter right here, and it works flawlessly every time. So this is an excellent piece of equipment, and I highly recommend these to everyone. So let me put that in there. We'll just set that off to the side for right now. And I'm carrying this green bottle because I had some of them left over from the last camping trip. Okay, and these stakes. So here are the stakes that go with whatever you want to tie down, your tarp or whatever. Now these are called figure 9s. All right, so let me give you an example of how to use a figure 9 carabiner, okay? So you'll notice on the carabiner you've got you've got the clasp right there. All right, and then you've got a small ear, which is your pulley, and then you've got another ear, a longer one, which secures, because it's got teeth in it, secures your knot. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to come over here. Here's a perfect example right here. Okay. All right. So you're going to tie this off up here. Let's say we're tying this off to right here. All right, let's say that's the end of your tarp or whatever it may be. All right, so what you're going to do is, on this little ear, you're going to come up like this, like that, okay? And then you're going to come around the back side like that. See how I did that? I've got that loop. You're going to hook it into there, like that, and see you're still on this side. So then you come around, because you can take several loops through that long ear where those teeth are, and then all you do is go like this. See how I did that? I went like this. I stuck 2 fingers in there. You go like that, pull it tight, and now you've got a slip knot. Okay? And that's not going anywhere. That'll pull 555 pounds, or hold it at least. So anyway, then when you get ready, you break camp, just like that. Okay. Unwind it. Boom. Too easy. And this part would stay on your stake if that's what you're tying it down to. So yeah, they're too easy and they work great. Now this is the small size. This is the size that we use on our tent stakes. And these tent stakes too, for the Ozarks, these are the kind you want. You want steel spikes that have these welded ears on them with the hole there. And then you just clip your figure 9 in there, and you're ready to go. But yeah, if you use those aluminum stakes, I saw one a while ago laying around here somewhere, you're going to break them. You're going to break them most likely the first time you use them, or the first night, first time you use them, and then you're not going to have anything to tie your tent down or tarp down with. And so just save yourself the heartache and money in the long run, and get you the steel stake. All right, so then the next thing we have, these are the tent poles for my tent that goes with the tent in there. This is a sleeping bag liner. So let's say it gets too cold, it drops below more than 50 degrees. I have a sleeping bag liner that I can also use. Or if the sleeping bag is too hot, but I'm still cold, I can use the liner right here. All right, next thing is, all right, this is all personal items. This would be toiletries, change of underwear, change of socks, some medicine, things like that. Okay. Then in here, this is all rigging. This is rigging for tarps, for whatever I may need, hang a bucket, whatever. This knife here is for wood processing, or cooking, or slicing stuff, whatever have you. But that stays in my pack too. All right, this right here is it's a fishing apparatus for fishing with. And I have never used one. I've seen them before. Usually they're made out of wood, but this one's made out of plastic. And this one, I don't know who this is made by. I don't see a brand name. But yeah, you wrap your line around it, and then you clip it on there like that. And you, I guess, I don't know how you do it. I've never used one of these. I think that's what you keep your tackle in there. But somehow you cast it, and it works perfectly. I'm going to learn how to do it. Anyway, maybe I'll post a link to it once I figure it out. So anyway, that's there, and I've got some I've got some fishing gear and stuff, tackle, like hooks and artificial bait and stuff like that. All right, so let's move on to the next one, which is there's only 2 left. Oh, this over here, fire making stuff. If your lighter goes bad, your matches get wet, I mean, carry that stuff too. But if your lighter goes bad, you lose it, you ran over it, all your matches got wet, have some fire making material too, and learn how to start a fire with a flint and steel. And if you want me to make a video on that, I've already made some, but if you want me to make a video on that, I will. Just leave it in the comments. All right, so moving right along here, in these pouches we have, this is a rain fly or cover for this pack. It fits this pack here. We've got Benadryl in case we get bit by something. You know what that's for. I've got some extra Levi material. This is how you make char cloth, and I've done videos on how to do that too. But if you want me to do it again, I will. Okay, got some baby wipes. Need these for obvious reasons. This is my fishing tackle. It's got it's got some hooks and some artificial bait and things like that. And I've got a knife for whittling, because I like to whittle. And I've got some, yeah, these are pine knots that are in here. So I'm going to lock that, close that up so we don't lose those. All right, next pouch. All right, in here I've got some extra small carabiner clips for whatever. I've got the extra battery to the radio. I've got the mic to the radio, and I've got char cloth, my other container of char cloth with char cloth in it there. And let's see what else. Oh, this is a towel. It's basically just a towel, you know, but you can wring it out, and I forget what kind of towels those are called, but in here I've got a strap. I've got water purification tablets if I need it. I got a bobber, and I think I got, I don't know what that is, some hooks maybe. Yeah, I think there's some hooks in there. All right, so we'll set that over here. And I've got some extra 550 cord matches. And I've got a compass, military compass. Or military style compass, I should say. And I've got a flashlight, an extra flashlight in here with the batteries turned upside down so it doesn't accidentally come on and you waste all your, it's dead when you need it. Okay, what we got in here? Oh, this is a spoon and fork set. Then I got that's about it. I've got some hydration packets because it is summertime. It is hot here. I do carry hydration packets with me. I think those are in here. Is that coffee? Well, I would have to add some. Good thing I checked. Yeah, that's all coffee. All right, so yeah, add some hydration packets. And then again, for water, what I would carry would either be my Camelback, which would be inside, or I would carry a jug of water like this one, and I think this is a ½ gallon. So anyway, that's what I keep in my stay put bag. If you have any questions, or you want to see something else, or put them in the comments. As always, we thank you for watching, and we'll check in with you later. Whiskey out.